this video, we're going to be rewriting equations and formulas. And really, it's actually, if you understand how to solve for x, then this is really no different, because all we're doing is when we rewrite equations and formulas, we're simply trying to isolate or solve for a certain variable. All right, I'll show you what I mean in just a second. And what we really do is follow those basic rules, and I'm not going to rewrite them because we should know these rules first. Simplify the sides if you can. Then you're going to check for your variables, isolate variables through SADMAP, and making sure that everything's balanced. So the same for basic tenets that we've been doing this entire time, we're still going to follow. So let's go ahead and get into a problem right now. I have a very simple one, 2x plus y, and it says that I need to solve the equation for y. So here lately we've been having numbers, and our job was to solve for x, but now we have two variables in here and we're trying to get y by itself. We're isolating y. So how do I get y by itself? Well, I need to get rid of the 2x. All right, so when we follow our SADMAP, how do we get rid of it? Well, notice that this 2x is together. I always work backwards. I always have to do the subtraction and addition. Okay, and that's what's happening here. This entire 2x is being added to the y, and since it's positive, in order to get rid of a positive 2x, I subtract 2x on both sides. And that would give me y is equal to -9 minus 2x. All right, and that's pretty much it. That's really all we have to do. Now, there is one thing that we kind of do in mathematics, and that's rearrange some things, and we can rewrite this to say y is equal to -2x minus 9. I'll explain the importance of writing this at another time, but this right here is good enough for this assignment, all right? So what do we do for 2 here? Well, we're isolating y again, so we have to get it by itself. So follow SADMAP. I've got to get rid of something else first, and I have to get rid of this 4x. I can't do any division yet because I've got to get rid of this. So let's do that. How do I get rid of a positive 4x? Well, I subtract. All right, and when I do, on both sides, I get -10y is equal to 12 minus 4x. Well, what do I do now? I'm still trying to get y by itself. I'm still following SADMAP, so my next job is to divide by 10 on both sides. Not 10, but -10, excuse me. Caught myself. So now I have y is equal to 12 minus 4x, all divided by -10. But I don't really, even though that this is correct, there's a better way of saying it. I need to understand that this 12 is being divided by -10, and the 4 is as well. So I can really write it one more time to get 12 over -10 minus 4x over -10. And notice that this is a fraction. We can simplify this one last time. Y is equal to -6/5, and this would give me a positive 2/5 x. So this one would give me y is equal to -6/5 plus 2/5 x. All right, so do the 3 on your own, and don't forget, since we have a fraction, when you go try to get rid of a fraction, don't forget that you can use the reciprocal. So there's a little hint on that one. So for this one, you probably got 78 minus 12x, and that will be absolutely fine. If you also had wrote -12x plus 78, that would also be fine. All right, so for the next one, it says solve the equation for the bold variable. Well, it's pretty much the same thing as we're doing up here. So if I look at this one, I'm trying to solve for w, so I need to get rid of the L and the H. Well, let's get rid of the L first, and how can I do that? Well, I'm going to divide by L on both sides. So now I have V over little l is equal to my W times H. I need to get H gone, so I'm going to divide it on both sides. And when I do, I get V over L of 8 times H is equal to W. Whoops, that's a weird looking W. All right, so why don't you that's pretty simple. Why don't you try 5 and 6 on your own and see how you do? All right, for 5, you should have gotten r is equal to 2f minus 6.5, or you could have gotten r is equal to negative 6.5 plus 2f. Either one of these is correct depending on how you wrote it. And the h was a little bit more difficult, but you should have gotten s minus 2 pi r squared all over 2 pi r. All right, and so for your challenge problem, I'm going to leave you with number 7. And this video is rather short because it's pretty much a repeat of everything that we've done before, and you're just solving for a new variable or you're trying to isolate a specific letter. Please, you know where to find me. You have several practice problems on this, and this is a very, even though this has been a very short skill, a very short video, this is a very important skill for you to master. So please ask me questions with these, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.